family here. It's a beautiful day, you guys. It is a beautiful day. I hope this live stream finds you guys happy, in a good place mentally, physically, financially, emotionally, all that good stuff. I hope everything is well with you guys. As for us, the Butterfly family and Butterfly, the head of the home, I'm having a great day, you guys. I had a great day. My daughter and I had a mommy-daughter date. Okay, we had a mommy's daughter date. And it was just a good time. It was a good time. We went, she told me she had a taste. She was like, Mom, I have a taste for some onion rings. And so, of course, we went to one of the spots that I know to have very good onion rings, you guys. So we went there and we had us a ball. I'm sure you guys have been at Red Robin at some point in time. Okay, so that's that. Let me make sure it's like I'm falling for you. It's like I'm falling for you. You guys, I'm so happy to be back. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. You guys, it's a good time over here. I want to just get some straightening real quick. But yes, you guys, please don't forget to hit that like button. All right? It's greatly appreciated, you guys. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Welcome. Welcome to the newcomers. Welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all, I have got to talk about something. Last night, so the purpose of this live, you guys, I wanted to talk about my time last night, you guys. Some of you guys, most of you guys probably know of or heard of Entertainment You Love, aka Yo-Yo. Also, she has a channel called Entertainment with Yo-Yo, and that's a channel you'll like to go and look at if you want to get more intimate side of her, so on and so forth. Long story short, I had the pleasure of going up on Entertainment You Love. Okay, I had the pleasure and privilege of going up on her live in a panel last night when we were discussing Peach. You guys, we were discussing Peach, okay? You guys know who Peach is, you know what I mean? Most of you guys do, I'm sure, know who Peach is. Long story short, you guys, I felt like, hold on, I want to make sure my signal's good. So my thing, you guys, I just wanted to, because that was Yo-Yo's panel. And of course, I'm the type, I'm not going to try to take over anyone's panel. I wouldn't dare try to take over Yo-Yo's show, I wouldn't dare disrespect her like that. So, I kept my place and I didn't, do a lot of cutting anyone else off, so on and so forth, listen to other people's opinions, thoughts, perspectives about Peach McIntyre, okay? We all have our right to agree, disagree, so on and so forth, right? So, I just wanted to clarify some things last night that, that happened on the live. I just want to clarify some things or whatnot. And so I'll start here, you guys. And as I said, this is in relation to Peach McIntyre. Hey, YouTuber. Hey, hello. How are you, my dear? I hope you're having a great day. So yes, you guys. So I was speaking my piece in regard to Peach McIntyre, so on and so forth. So I just wanted to clarify some things. Last night I was speaking on how, of course, I don't hate her. I don't hate Peach McIntyre, so on and so forth. But I was also kind of trying to relay the fact that I know that there needs to be a balance to things. So while I may not like someone, I also do not hate anyone. So that's something that I was trying to get across. And I just hope it came across as I was trying to get it out. I feel like you disliking someone and not liking things they do is one thing, all right? And that's okay. But in my opinion, to go so far as to hate someone, so on and so forth, I think that's crazy, in my opinion. So I just wanted to clarify that. Because someone in her chat did mention that they felt that people were ganging up on her. Absolutely not the case. Hey, Yo-Yo. Hi, Queen. How are you guys? Entertainment You Love is in the chat. Okay, go and check her channel out. She's awesome. I think you guys will love her as I do. She's amazing. So yes, you guys. So I just wanted to get that across. And I like I said, I hope that how I felt came across, but I know I didn't really get to elaborate on it. So that's what this live is for, is to kind of elaborate my thoughts, opinions, perspectives, right? Crazy, right, Yo-Yo. It's crazy to hate someone you love. That's absolute. I mean, that you don't know. To hate someone that you don't know. That is absolutely crazy, yo. And so yes, um, let me, y'all just don't know. Okay, so let me say this. In regard to me, as I told you guys last night, I've never reported her channel. I haven't. No, I haven't reported her channel. I mean, I don't follow her probably as much as some other people do, but I know because I am a mandated reporter that some things are, report worthy. And then some things aren't, you guys. Some things is just like, you know what I mean? It's like not report worthy in my opinion. And I think a lot of the people that are reporting her are doing it out of maliciousness. Hey, Jazzy, thank you so much. I think a lot of people are reporting her due to just a malicious intent. I think there's some jealousy mixed in with some of that stuff with certain people. With certain people, I think certain people just hate her. They just hate her, and I can feel it. I can sense it. I can feel it when they talk about her. I've actually, you guys, heard certain content creators wish death upon this woman. I have literally heard at least one content creator wish death on Peach McIntyre. That's bonkers. That's crazy. How dare you? You know what I mean? It's like the pot calling the kettle black. I'm seeing a pot here arguing with a kettle. Y'all are both one and the same. One and the same. And so I try to make it a point to keep my moral compass intact. Absolutely, yo, that is absolutely crazy. And I can say this, yo, entertainment with yo, entertainment you love. I've heard it with my own ears. Someone wish her DEATH. You guys know we got to be kind of careful with our words here on YouTube. And so for me, that's crazy. See, I have a moral compass. And so certain things I'm not going to do. And in my opinion, certain things are just off limits. You know what I mean? It's one thing to not like someone or not like because you don't know them. You know what I mean? So it's one thing to not care for the actions of another, but there's another thing to go on the total opposite and wish death on this person and try to stop this person's money flow. Because it's like, what has this person done to you directly? Of course, some of the things she says comes off as malicious. It sounds horrible, heartless. But what did she do to you directly? What did she do to you directly? And so that's where I stand with it. You know what I mean? What has she done to people directly? Like, she's done nothing to me. She ain't never, she's never tried to threaten me. She doesn't even know me. You know what I mean? Of course. And so, like, she's never, and y'all, oh my God, for the life of me. You guys, I do not acknowledge shade from a fruitless tree. I don't acknowledge shade from a fruitless tree. Through my life, you guys, I have become accustomed to seeing the shade and ignoring the shade. Seeing the shade and ignoring the shade. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you know what I mean? And I'm so happy that I'm that type of person, you guys. People will throw shade like it's nothing. They will throw shade like it's on damn sale, like it's on a discount, like it's on, whatever. I mean, people throw shade and they say mean things to you in a very subtle way sometimes, and then sometimes they're very direct and outright with it. You guys, I really don't receive that. I don't receive that. I don't receive it, and so I won't even react a lot of the times to certain shade. If it's not directed, it's not respected. Period. And so, you guys, like I said, I just try to keep my moral compass in check. I feel like there's certain things that people shouldn't do. Honestly, y'all, I feel like it's crazy that some people are like calling all these places and stuff on Peach McIntyre. I feel like that is crazy, you guys, because I have seen some horrible people. I have seen it with my own eyes, that people who need to be reported, that need to be reported and have been reported. I've seen it with my own eyes. But so, like, just to see someone and you don't like that they are doing certain things and then just go report, that's malicious intent. That's punitive. That's malicious. You know what I mean? In my eyes, certain things, of course, needs to be reported for sure. But come on, seriously, y'all, Seriously, I have seen women out here I've seen it, you guys. I'll just say this, and I'm gonna summarize. I'm gonna keep it very broad. I'm not specifying anything, but I have seen women out here on drugs, neglecting their children, leaving their children with strangers, hurting their children. Just so many different, it's so many different instances where women and people are really needing to be reported. They're needing to be reported. All right. And so, like I said, I've not yet seen anything that I feel is report worthy when it comes to this young lady. Like I said, I've never reported anything. I've never, that's just something that I just don't do. You know what I mean? I know how to keep a line. I know how to keep a line between my feelings and then logic. You know what I mean? Sometimes people get the lines blurred between logic and emotions and stuff and feelings. You know what I mean? And I think some people have a lot of unhealed trauma. There's a lot of people out here, you guys, they have unhealed trauma. And then so they hear something and they just don't know what else to do but to go off and react on it and be mad and evil about it. You know what I mean? But in my opinion, it's not necessary. It's not necessary because everyone's watching, especially when you have a platform, you guys, everyone's watching. People are watching. And so when when you're putting that energy out in the atmosphere and people are in your chats and stuff, they're listening to that stuff. They're listening and they can hear you when you wish death on someone else. And they can see, I mean, it's like wild. And I don't like to be in a seat of judgment. And that's something like I said about entertainment you love. When she critiques this young lady, when she does reactionary commentary, reactionary content. I love it. I love you, Yo-Yo. So my thing is she does it in a way, I mean, no matter, I mean, you can tell that there's love there. It's coming from love. You can tell that. You can tell that she would, I feel like if Peach McIntyre needed something, it really needed something, her kids really needed something, I feel like entertainment with Yo-Yo, entertainment you love, AKA Yo-Yo, she would be right there. Do you agree with me, Tiny TTV? Hey, Tiny TTV, how are you? Hey, real life. Yeah, you guys, and so this is something else I wanted to talk about, y'all. I talked about the whole reporting thing. I'm a mandated reporter, y'all. I have not seen anything that I felt was report worthy, in my opinion. But like I said, I don't follow her as much as some other people follow her. Maybe there has been something that, needed to be reported. I haven't seen it, okay? You guys, I have seen some really messed up moms keep their children. I have seen some really kind of wayward mothers keep their children. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen mothers take drug tests and still keep their children. And they pop on everything and they still keep their children. I've seen it. You guys, I've seen it. And so, like I said, I don't feel like she's hurting her children. I don't feel like she's out here doing drugs and doing crazy. I don't feel like Peach McIntyre is doing that. I don't feel like her children are hungry. I don't feel like they're hungry. I feel like she's, and I feel like also if she was to lose every platform she has, I feel this in my heart and my soul because I'm that girl. I feel like if she lost everything, she gonna go. She gonna still make a way. If she got to go out here and hit the clock like I do, I feel like she would still make a way for her children. And that's just how I feel because I got that going me. You know what I mean? No matter what come, what go, I got to go. I got to make it happen. And that's the type of woman I am, and I love that for myself. Yeah, and I love that for myself. But there's something else I want to talk about, you guys, because I'm telling you, when I went on that panel last night, y'all, I'm telling you, I was just like, it was so much more I wanted to say. But I had to, of course, respect the queen, Yo-Yo. I had to respect her chat. I had to respect her live stream, and I appreciate her for having me up. Thank you so much. But I had to respect her, and a lot of things I didn't even say. I kind of just, So here I am now, just kind of elaborating on my thoughts, elaborating on my feelings, my point of view, my perspective. You know what I mean? Just elaborating on that. I feel like Peach McIntyre, she does things in such a way, she's subtle with it. She's very subtle. She's smart about a lot of stuff. I'm going to tell you that. Peach is smart about a lot of stuff. Because the same way she went to that school, y'all, she went to Lakewood Ranch Preparatory Academy, if I said that correctly. She went out there. She made sure she was recording. Now, I don't like how she acted. I felt like that was so ghetto. All right? I feel like that was so, I feel like I would never do such a thing. And so, like, but at the same time, you guys, she's doing it in such a way that can't no one say she's threatening them. They can't say this and they can't say that. Y'all, she is not all the way crazy. I'm telling you, she's not. I feel like she acts a lot for the whole content thing. You know, everything is content for her. Everything is content to a lot of people. In my opinion, everything is not content to me. It can be content. I don't make it content. All right. I feel like she has way too many children to be online. As much as she does, you guys, everything I'm stating in this live stream is off my opinion. It's based off of my opinion, my perspective, my thoughts. You know, and I love her. I love you. I love all of you guys. You know what I mean? I'm not that person. I don't hate anyone, y'all. And so someone came in Yo-Yo's chat last night and they did reference to the fact or to their thought. They referenced to their thought that everyone was ganging up on her. And I just wanted to make it clear. You guys, I just want to make it clear. Yo-Yo says now they can with her videos and some of the words she's using. All right, Yo-Yo, I like that you said that. Now, I love that you said it, but do you notice today? I haven't seen her do anything about Lakewood today. I haven't seen it, and I may be wrong. But I don't think she's done anything. And like I told you last night, I think it was in Mommy Money Getter Shack. Congrats to Mommy Money Getter. You guys go subscribe to Mommy Money Getter. She just became monetized. I love that for her. So I mentioned in her live last night, Mommy Money Getter's live, that I feel like she's done talking about that. I feel like she's kind of done talking about that. So you say, yeah, she's harassing them now, and she has to be careful because of her kids. And she says, Yo-Yo says she has CPS there today doing content. I seen that, and I think that is crazy. And so my question is, when is too much too much? When is too much too much? And I would hate to see her self-sabotage for content, all in the name of content, all in the name for a big check, big deposit. Got a big bag, big bank, Peach. When is too much too much? Y'all, I'm telling you, when is too much too much? And she has so much energy disliking her. It's so much energy. It's so many people and their energy focus on her not doing well. Focus on her losing her platforms. Focus on her not doing well. So on and so forth. If I was her, I would try to pipe down some. Because energy matters, you guys. Energy matters. A lot of energy accumulated. Oh, it can move mountains. It can move mountains. And so if I was her, I would be more private, more secretive. I would not make everything content. Like I said last night in, I think, MMG's chat. Every moment, no, it was in your chat, Yo-Yo. You did a great live, Queen, last night. You did awesome, girl. 5 hours strong. So like I said in your chat last night, every moment should not be captured and displayed. If you're going to capture it, that's one thing. But to display it and then to add in your little, your little shenanigans, so on and so forth, all for shock value, in my opinion, is for shock value, rage baiting, so on and so forth. You guys know how she does. She has CPS there that, yeah, you said that, and I don't like that because of those shit. And I agree. So I totally agree with you, Yo-Yo. I don't like that either because of the children. I feel like the children, you guys, and this is my opinion, you guys, everything I'm saying is but those children, somebody's lacking. She has too many children, y'all. Somebody is lacking. Somebody's not getting a kiss at night. Somebody's not getting something. In my opinion, somebody's not getting something. Now, somebody is not getting something because first off, by itself, the fact that she has 9 children. All right? And then second, she's so engulfed. She's so into her content creation. And it's okay. It's okay to have a goal and you want to be a content creator and do that. I wish everyone success. But I feel like she needs to set boundaries, you guys. She has I have 2 kids. Oh, thank you, Yo-Yo. I love you, Queen. I love you so much, Yo-Yo. Thank you so much, Queen. So yes, you guys, in my opinion, she has too many kids. Y'all have 2 children. I have 2 children. And sometimes y'all, I'm not even gonna go into that. And y'all, something else Peach is teaching me. She's teaching me to keep a little bit more on the hush. That's what you're teaching me. She's teaching me to keep a little bit more on the hush. She's teaching me to do stuff a little bit different. And so for that, Peach, I thank you. Because you're definitely gonna prevent further or prevent other content creators. Stop, son. You're gonna prevent other content creators from coming out here and doing the most. And doing the absolute most. Everything is not meant to be shared, in my opinion. I love you too, King. Everything, y'all, is my son, excuse me. Everything is not meant to be shared and be displayed. And so honestly, you guys, I'm the type of person, I try to take the good from anything. Anything and anybody, I try to see the good in anything and anybody, even in myself, because I have my flaws too. But I don't focus on my flaws. I focus on the good things about me. I focus on the good things about me. I'm not the perfect mother, but I focus about all the good things about me being a mother. And I have way more good than bad. And so that suffices for me. That lets me pat myself on the back because I'm doing that. You know what I mean? And so, like I said, you guys, in my opinion, she really needs to kind of wind down on the things that she's showing to the public. I think she needs to wind down. She needs to reel it in some. Reel it in some. You know, just reel it in some. I feel like she needs to reel it in some, you guys, because I'm telling you, if she keeps at this rate, she may really lose. Somebody really may get one up on her. Because, like I said, she tries to do things in such a way where it's subtle, where it can't be called this and it can't be called that. It can't be called this and it can't be called that. So she does it so subtly, you guys, and that's why I said I feel like she's gonna stop talking about Lakewood, or she's gonna stop talking about felt, feeding empty little tummies. In my opinion, she's done talking about them. In my opinion, because they blocked her. You know, I'm sure she's listening, yo, and she's listening to other content creators, and she's seeing that people are reaching out to this corporation, to this establishment, this foundation. They're reaching out to this foundation, and she's seeing this, you guys. She's seeing it. She'll never say it, but she watches certain people. She sees certain things, and I feel like she's done. I feel like she's done talking about felt. I really do, and so I'm really interested to look back and see, sit back and just look. I mean, it's pure, honestly, you guys, it's like a freaking reality TV show. So I'm really wondering, is she really going to stop and just leave that alone? And just leave that alone? Because she already did the most, you guys, when she went out there to that school. And I'm telling you, MMG, she said, hey, Black Diamond, I love you guys. I love all of y'all. But like MMG said, she would have been offended if somebody would have sent her young Barbies home with some black corner store bags. I understand that. I understand that, MMG. I understand it because I'm with you, Queen. I'm with you. Because what you doing? What's this? What's this? She ain't one of them. My daughter ain't one of them. My son ain't one of them. What's this about? And so I feel you there. Absolutely, I feel you. Why are you sending my kids home with food? What was the indicator? What was the indicator that told you that they needed you and I do what I do and do it well? What's going on? Anything we need to talk about? And so I understand that, but at the same time, it's a way to do anything. The way she went out there to that school, when it wasn't even on felt, it was on the school because the school is the one who actually delivered it. Felt, in my opinion, and from my knowledge, from my knowing, to the best of my knowledge, they're the ones who prepped it, with their volunteers and their workers, so on and so forth. They prepped the bags, gave it to the school, and then from there, the school gave it out to the children they felt needed. So her problem, in my eyes, was not with felt. They were doing what they were supposed to do. Her problem should have been with the school. But I feel like, and she did. She went to the school. She took the things back. But why? Why all the... I mean, what was that about? It was just, in my opinion, guys, I would have never done that. Because the way I look at it, my children go here. Now, you're going to hear my point, and I'm going to get my point over to you very clear. Very clear. You're going to get my point, but you're not going to get hostility. You're not going to get none of that stuff. Because guess what? You will never be able to sit back and tell somebody, I threaten you. You're not going to be able to sit back and tell someone that I don't know how to act. Not that I care what anyone thinks of me, but this just is who I am. I represent my daughter. I represent my daughter. When I represent my son. Wherever I go, I keep that in mind. I represent them. I'm very well-spoken, very knowledgeable, very knowledgeable. She should have sat down and done some thinking. Like, wait a minute, did I sign up? 'Cause, I mean, it's not like she was a stranger to asking for assistance. It's not like she was a stranger to receiving assistance. So she kind of, in my opinion, she probably should have just sat back, paused, recollected, and thought to herself, now, let me see. I know I got this last year. I know I signed up for, was this connected with this? That's what she should have done, in my opinion. Okay? And just think about this paper trail, you guys. It's a paper trail. Like Yo-Yo was talking about last night. It's a paper trail, you guys. It's documentation. Yo-Yo's a nurse. I'm a nurse. Documentation is everything. And what people don't realize is a simple visit may just be a simple visit to you, but in the background, it's a lot of this. It's a lot of this. It's a lot of typing. It's a lot of documentation. It's a paper trail, baby. It's a paper trail. So at the end of the day, I'm wondering, you guys, did that bag ordeal from Phil, did that come from just their acknowledging of the whole situation of her background, her history with being evicted, with being on government assistance, and being, I mean, it's not like she's tried to keep it secret, you guys. She's put it out there on blast. You know what I mean? Crazy. Crazy. And so, y'all, that's my thought. I'm telling y'all, all this stuff is just so crazy. And then just today, to look up, you guys, and social services is back at her house again. What the hell? Social services are back over there again. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Like I said, you guys, I've honestly not seen anything. And like I said, some people, a lot of people follow her way more closely than I do. You know what I mean? Honestly, Yo-Yo, I didn't even, like, I was like here and there with her. I've never followed her content as much then as I do now, since other people like you, have, done commentary on her. So I actually find myself over there a little bit more now than I've ever been over there. Like I said, so you guys, maybe it's something that I didn't see, and that's okay. But I've never seen anything that, in my opinion, in my professional opinion, that called for her to be, to be reported. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've never seen her hit her child. I've never seen her not feed her children. I've never seen certain things, you know what I mean? And I know the criteria. I know the criteria in which, suffices for a mandated report. Hey, K Money, how are you? I hope you're having a great night. And so, yes, you guys, like I said, though, so when I have mercy and I'm showing love, it's not me being a weak person. It's not me being a simp. It's not me being nothing but who I am. Look at my ad. My ad is pushing peace and love. I'm pushing peace and love. I ain't pushing hate. I ain't pushing hate. I'm not a hurt lady. I'm not a hurt lady. I've been hurt. I went through things, but I'm not a hurt lady, y'all. I ain't out here hating people. And that's on me. That's on my soul. I'm not out here hurting people. And what people don't realize is that when you put so much energy into hating someone, it's hurting you. It's hurting you. It's not hurting her. She don't give a fuck about you. And she'll tell you that. She don't care about you, honey. What you're hurting yourself. When someone builds up so much animosity and anger to the point where they wish death on somebody, when someone can cause you to say something like that to them, like you wish they were no longer here, that's deep, you guys. That's a whole nother type of energy. And so in my opinion, what people don't realize is that it's only hurting them. It's only hurting them to hate someone so much. It's only hurting them. I could never hate someone like that. Hey, Michael. Hey, Michael. Hey, Kendall. Thank you for stopping by, Kendall. Thank all of you guys for stopping by so much. I appreciate everyone. Michael, Yo-Yo, all of you guys. So yes, you guys, I just wanted to elaborate. Like I said, I was on Yo-Yo's panel last night. She did a beautiful 5-hour live, and I was on her panel. I was stating my opinion, and certain things I couldn't really get out like that, just because I wanted to respect the beautiful host. That's her channel, that's her show. I'll get in where I fit in and put, add whatever I can when I can. So now this live, you guys, is just me elaborating on how I felt and how I feel, about the whole ordeal. And you guys, and a lot in life, in my opinion, you guys, a lot of things, it's a balance. It's a balance, y'all. In my opinion, it's a balance. You can dislike the actions of someone without wishing, death on them, without wishing the worst for them. Um, I mean, I can't find it in my heart, y'all, to be like that. I can't. I have had people in my years, I've had people do me some kind of bad. Y'all, I have had people do me some kind of bad, and I have still had mercy. I've had grace, and I have forgiven and truly forgiven people. And so, like I said, it's just not me. And maybe that's what it is. It's just not who I am. And, you know, and everyone is who they are. And I respect it. But that's just not me. I'm not about to come out here and just be like, oh, I hate somebody. I want them to die. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And you know, she did say that she didn't care about a young lady's child passing away. She said that in her live. And while that was totally messed up, y'all, totally messed up. Totally messed up. At the end of the day, I'm just not her. I'm not her. And even though my husband has passed away, you guys, yesterday made 8 years that my husband has transcended. But even with that, I still can't find it in my place to get so mad because in a way she violated. I mean, she didn't say it directly to me, but one could say, hey, she violated you because she said she don't care about somebody passing away. But guess what? I'm strong. I'm strong. And like I said, certain things that people say, I don't even let it touch me. It can't touch me. You ain't gonna get that from me. You ain't gonna get certain things that people say, like I said, certain shade people throw, they will never get the reaction that they're looking for. They will never get it. They will never get it. I'ma always rise above. And that's what makes me so special. My energy is top tier. Top tier. And I'm saying that, period. It's certain things that I just won't let penetrate my spirit. I won't let penetrate my soul. I can't, y'all. You know what I mean? I feel like people need to take their emotions out of this thing because they're turning into the demons, in my opinion, that they feel that this young lady is. And it's a lot of them, you guys. There's a lot of people, like I said, who have really bad, negative, horrible energy. I mean, to say something, like I said, like, I don't care about her losing her page. Absolutely. I don't want her to lose her page. I'll say that. I don't want her to lose her page. But if she lost her page, I wouldn't lose an ounce of sleep. I said it, and I mean that. I wouldn't lose any sleep. I don't want her to lose her page. Mind you, I have never reported any of her platforms. I have never called any of the establishments that she frequents because that's just not me. Just think about it, you guys. You think about all these people that are doing this thing, the same way they do it to her, what make you think they wouldn't do it to you? Type shit. So, yeah, you know what I mean? Because it's like, and that's just my opinion, you guys. I want to say this again. Everything that I'm stating in this live stream is my opinion, based off of my opinion, my perspective, things I've observed in my life, so on and so forth, you guys. It's just my opinion, my perspective, okay? I'm not trying to harass anyone. I'm not that type. I want to spread love and peace and light. You know, I'm a light bearer, and that's what I want to do. I want to be the balance. I want to tip the scale because, you know, it's a lot of negativity, and I want to be some light. I want to add some light to the situation. Now, like I said, just because I may not like certain things and I'll voice it, that doesn't mean I want to see the worst for her. You know? Thank you, Yo-Yo. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Yo-Yo. Yeah, you guys. And so, like I said, I think it just breaks down sometimes to people I guess some people are just who they are, and everyone is different, and that's okay. That's what makes the world such a beautiful place. Because I'm not her, she's not me, you know. It is what it is, but I'm just speaking for myself tonight. I just wanted to elaborate on that panel last night, what I was trying to convey to you guys. I just wanted to elaborate on that. Basically, just letting you guys know that it's no hating. I don't hate anyone. I never have. Like I said, even people who have done me wrong, I don't hate them. Now, I don't hate anyone. And so, like I said, that young lady has never done anything to me. She's never done anything to me. So even though she said some very insensitive things, in my opinion, it just doesn't rise to the point where I'm gonna hate her. It is what it is, you know. Black Diamond says they reported me for reusing content. They don't think I know, but I know. But you got to pick your poison in life because people are evil for no reason. You are absolutely right. Now, like I said, Black Diamond, I hate that happened to you, but like I said, you guys, we have to learn from these people. We have to learn from others. We have to learn from other people's mistakes so we can approach situations a little different, in my opinion. Learn from Peach McIntyre's. Learn from her so you can avoid certain things that she may be going through. You know, everything maybe shouldn't be exposed to the internet, right? In my opinion, everything is not content. Or maybe it is content, but it should not be pushed out as content type thing. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, you guys, I'm telling y'all, I don't know. And I'm just so grateful that I'm not I'm healed. Like, you know, I think we've all been through things. And we've all been through things. But it's like some people are stuck. I feel like some people are stuck emotionally. Some people are stuck. And they say misery loves company. You guys, I cannot and I refuse to be company. I refuse to be the company of someone that acts like they're miserable. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to get, I refuse to get in the mud with anybody, you guys. And I said that last night in MMG's live. I absolutely refuse to get in the mud with anybody, you know. You guys, let me tell you what happened to me earlier in the store. I went grocery shopping, okay? And so my daughter, she was in the freezer aisle picking, see what she wanted to get, what type of ice cream she wanted to get, okay, right? And I was right there at one end of the aisle, and she was right there on the other end. So I looked up, it was a lady talking to her, you know, talking to her. Of course, immediately I approached and I said, "Michaela, is everything okay?" And she was just looking, and then I said, "Yes, yes." To the lady who was speaking to her, she said, "Yes, I was just telling her that she may want to keep the freezer door closed, so on and so forth, so the stuff doesn't melt." And automatically, you guys, I thought in that very instant, in my mind, who the fuck? What I said, I just took a deep breath. Sometimes, you guys, we got to recollect. Yes, story time, Kindles, absolutely. Sometimes we got to stop right there and say, how am I going to approach this? So how I approached it, and I had to, just like that, I thought about it. After a couple seconds, I said, "Ooh, well, luckily that's out of your scope. I hope you have a great night." Like, you know, I just said, luckily that's out of your scope, as in, that's none of your business. That's none of your business. That's none of your business. You know what I mean? Like, you're not paying this establishment's electricity bill. If she wants to stand there and wander for a little bit with the door open, that's her business, and that's my child. She doesn't answer to you, ma'am. And that's the things I was saying to my mom. But the only thing that I actually verbalized to her was, well, luckily it's out of your scope. And you know what she said to me? She said, well, luckily I was just trying to help. I said, have a good night. I turned my nose so fucking far up in the air and twisted my ass right down. Okay? Because what you're not going to do, you're not going to get that out of me. You're not going to make me turn up in here. I know when to turn up. You ain't going to make me turn up. I'll turn up when I have to turn up, but I ain't about to turn up for no itty bitty bitty witty witty. What? No, ma'am. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. Those days is over. I pick my battles wisely. I pick my battles very wisely. Absolutely, Kendall's mama defense. I'm talking about as soon as I seen her talking to my daughter down here, she up here looking at her. Honey, it won't know right there. Yes, Michaela, everything okay? See, and so that's something I love about myself. Y'all do not let people trick you out your spot. And I hate if I sound like Peach McIntyre. But I'm telling y'all, of course, that's an old saying, way before Peach, y'all. Do not let nobody trick you out of your spot. Don't let nobody trick you out your spot. I handled it. I handled that situation very well. But in my mind, I was thrown off. Like, why the fuck does she care about what my daughter is doing in the fucking freezer aisle? Type shit. That was my thought, right? But So the thing is, you can think one way, but you don't have to convey that. You don't have to act that. You don't have to act that. Don't give them what they want. Y'all, don't give them what they want. They want to see you like this. They want to see you yelling. They want to see you get out of body. Don't give them that, y'all. Don't give people that reaction. They look, first of all, 9 times out of 10, they're already expecting it because of how you look. They're already expecting a certain reaction out of you. And so what I like to do is, and we know when there's an instance where someone's trying to get something out of you because that's who they think. We kind of can pick up on that. I know I can. And so in instances like that, I make it my business. Thank you, Yo-Yo. Thank you, Queen. I make it my business to give them the total opposite. Because at the end of this interaction, you're going to be the ghetto one. You're going to be that ghetto bitch. Not me. I'm going to be the classy. I handle that right. Tight. You know what I mean? And so I feel like it's a way to do anything, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm not about to let nobody get me out of my body. Them days is long gone. I'm long gone. So I feel like people should pick their battles wisely. You guys, in my opinion, if Peach McIntyre is doing this just for the clicks and the views and the content, that's absolutely crazy. That's crazy. Because what are the possible repercussions? Like, I mean, really, y'all, I would never. Do you hear me? I would never get out here and act like she acts. I would never do that online. Embarrassing, in my opinion, embarrassing her children. They're probably kind of used to it now, y'all. They're probably pretty much used to her acting a certain way and doing certain things. So, and that's unfortunate for them that they would have to become accustomed to that. But there's just no way. Y'all, ain't no way. That screams desperation. When you get out here doing all that, that screams desperation. Absolutely not. Hey, Green Sway. Hey, babe, how are you? Oh, thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you for stopping by my live. If you like to, go check out some of my other content. And if you like it, come subscribe to the channel. It's a good time over here. It's a good time over here. Ain't nothing but love. I got nothing but love for you, baby. Yeah, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button, you guys. But yes, y'all, I'm telling you, people will test you, y'all. And like Yo-Yo said in her live, you guys, entertainment you love, that she was pissed. Peach McIntyre, in my opinion, was pissed. She was absolutely pissed. She was pissed when she went up there to that school. Yo-Yo said she ain't gonna do shit. She ain't gonna do shit. Yo-Yo silly. But yes, you guys, she was pissed. But And I like MMG said, she did have a point. Yeah, I would have felt some type of way too, but I would have never let them get me there. I would have never let them take me there, y'all. I would have never let them take me there. Because how she acts does not say privilege. How she looks already, it doesn't say privilege. And I hate to say that, but it's my opinion. I mean, it's no secret that I could see if she's been able to keep certain things private, like she's been able to keep the fact that she needed assistance at some point private, or she's been able to keep the fact that she's been evicted numerous times. If she was able to keep those things private, and then maybe, just maybe, she could say, hey, my kids are privileged and stand on it. And people would see it like that. And people would, okay, they would see it like that. But like I said, you guys, in my opinion, there's such a history. And like I said, everything's documented, whether people see it or not, it's documented. So, I mean, it's there. And those people know, those representatives of that school, and they know. Maybe Felt didn't know. Maybe, just maybe, or maybe they did. But that school knew. They knew. That school knew. And they picked who to give them out to, and that's who they gave them out to. Y'all, I wouldn't have done that, though. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it. And you guys, I hate the fact that this woman, why? Why does she have to be like that, y'all? I try so hard to like that damn girl. I try so hard to like that girl. But when she says stuff like, I don't like, just to her supporters, I don't like you, or she says to the young lady, I don't care about your child passing, or she says, oh, I'm throwing away this milk, as opposed to giving it to someone. The same way she's needed help in the past, go help someone else. Pay it forward. pay it forward. If you're in a position where you don't need that, beautiful. But pay it forward. Just give it away. You know, you can do a little quiet on the hush. Don't gotta be nothing heavy. Like I said, it's not like she doesn't have this paper trail following her. Now, me, somebody send my daughter home with a fucking black bag, I'm gonna be like, wait a minute. And at the same time, I'm still not gonna act like that. I'm still not gonna go out here and rah-rah, because it's not me. But I would still be very, very much concerned. Because first off, my daughter goes to a 5-star school. Second off, she don't eat she don't even touch their food. And the lunches and stuff are not free here. She doesn't even touch their food though, that school food. I take that. She takes lunch every day. So if somebody gives my child a bag of food, I'm definitely gonna be concerned. And I'm gonna voice my concern, you guys. You know one thing about my kids' school and my kids, they've always known me. I've always been there. I've been present. I will request a conference. I will request a conference. I don't just sit back and be reactive. I'm proactive. I want to know this and I want to know that. You guys, and that's just how I am with my kids, y'all. Like, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are too. There you go, Kendall's. Hurt people. Oh, my. Why you bring me back to here? Kendall, hurt people hurt people. And when you hear people spewing horrible hate, like I said, there is a difference between saying you don't like somebody and, you know, critiquing certain things. There's a difference between that and outright saying, I hate that, I want her. And, you know, so in my opinion, and it's a difference, okay? And like I said, so on this end, the people who, in my opinion, okay, the people who are, that I've heard, like, wish horrible things on her and trying to really have her messed up out here, like really messed up out here, in my opinion, those are hurt people. And like, and like you said, Kendall, you know, hurt people hurt people. And I mean that, y'all. I mean that. And that's why I tell you guys, I don't receive things. I don't receive people's negative energy. I don't receive people's shade. I don't receive that shade. Because guess what? I love you anyway. It ain't gonna make me or break me. Shade me all you want. Shade me all you want. I'm still me. I still have a good heart. I still make buku money. I still get a lot to give a little. And that's in regard to, you know, those of you who know, I work weekends only. I work 2 days a week. Long story short, you guys, like, I'm very highly favored. And I'm very happy and I'm very grounded in who I am. I'm grounded in who I am. I've overcome things, you know what I mean? Like you guys know, some of you may not know, you know, I'm a widow. You guys, and I miss my husband every day. But yes, you guys, I'm just a resilient warrior. And I just don't receive shade from people who are clearly fruitless. They have no integrity. They have no morale. They have no self-control, no discipline. I don't accept shade from people like that. And I hate to say that, but I'm here. And in my opinion, they're there. Because honestly, you guys, I'm telling you, what people don't realize, they are really only hurting themselves. Y'all, it's not even about trying to appease Peach McIntyre, in my opinion. It's not about trying to appease Peach McIntyre or appease whoever. It's about you, your energy. Because do y'all realize, in my opinion, you look it up, whatever, and some of you may already know, but you know how much energy it takes to hate somebody? You know how much energy? Oh, you got your cash out, yo. You're very welcome. I love you, and I appreciate you for having me on your live last night. Yes, it was my pleasure, yo. Yeah, I just can't, you guys. I don't receive it. It's like I don't even fucking let it register. It's like I don't even be, honestly, y'all, I'm telling you, and I love that about me. I don't let other people's shade register with me because I just know who I'm so grounded. I'm 10 toes down. I'm grounded, y'all. I am a healer. I am a light bearer. I spread love and light anywhere I go. Anywhere I go, I spread love and light. I try to spread love and light. So, you know, a lot of stuff I just let it roll off my back, you know, and and I love that for me. I let stuff roll off my back. You know what I mean? A person got to, like I said, I live very well. I'm very happy. And if somebody is not affecting me, my health, my safety, my children's health, their safety, I that's all I care about. That's all I care about. You know what I mean? As long as my children aren't being affected directly, or myself is not being affected, so on and so forth. A little shade is just that. A little fucking shade. Toss that shit off. Don't think about it twice. You know, I'm not going to let no one else's negative energy penetrate me and who I am. I'll never do that. I'll always transmute negative energy into positive energy. So someone may throw shade at me. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and I'm going to bless the next king or queen. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go do something nice for somebody. Transmutation of energy, period. You take a negative energy, don't receive it, but you changed it to something so beautiful and positive, and you go, you know what I'm saying, and you go and tell somebody, hey, you're beautiful, or you know, you're doing a really good job, keep it up. You know, you never sit with that stagnant energy that somebody try to push off on you because of how they're feeling, because of their torment, because of their anguish, because of their unhealing, because of their trials and tribulations. No, baby. I ain't holding on to that. That ain't. And I love that for me. Absolutely, Jazzy J. Unbother. Unbother. Beautiful word. Perfect word. Absolutely unbother. You know? Unbother. Unbother, y'all. I promise. It don't even register. And I love that about me. And like I said, I feel like, you guys, even if Peach was to lose all her platforms, you guys, and I don't want that for her. Like I said, I've never reported any of her stuff. I've never reported any of her pages or nothing like that. But if she was to lose everything, I feel like she said she's a self-proclaimed relentless roach. In my opinion, she gonna still go. In my opinion, she's still gonna go. Even if she got to clock in somewhere, she's still gonna go. And oh, thank you, Green Shui. I love you, my love. I love you so much. My little family says, if you go back and look at Peach's old content, when she did videos with her mama, she was so much happier back then and full of life. But you could tell her mom didn't give her the attention Peach needed. Oh, and you know what? I'll say that, my little family. Sometimes we go through things, right? We go through things sometimes. No one that I know has a perfect childhood. I didn't have the perfect childhood. It was good, but it wasn't perfect. But in my opinion, if that is the case, and it may be the case or it may not, who knows, but just for sake of conversation, just put my thoughts, my perspective out there, we have got to still rise above certain things. We got to rise above certain things, because at the end of the day, do you want to live your whole life going a horrible way? And only thing you can say to rationale all that is, well, it was how I was brought up. Come on. We got to rise above stuff. We got to rise above stuff. In my opinion, when you get a certain age, you got to rise above. It's our ability to heal from things. It's our responsibility to heal from things. It's our responsibility to let bygones be bygones, in my opinion. At some point, whether if someone needs counseling, therapy, hey, I feel like people can't always just blame the family. At some point, people got to kind of take accountability, in my opinion, for their own, actions and how they are right here and right now. Sure, maybe some things that were unfortunate happened to you, but what have you done about it to correct it so you can be a different person, so you can make a different delivery, so you can live a different life. We all got a sob story. We all got a sob story. You know what I mean? And so in my opinion, it's just about rising above. When it comes to that whole thing, what you said, my little family, just rising above. I feel like some people just become what they have seen, and they just become They become what they've seen and what they've been through. They become that, you know. But in my opinion, y'all, it shouldn't be like that, you know. To become everything, like I said, with this whole, what I'm saying, you guys, a lot of is the pot calling the kettle black. I'm gonna just go back to that for a second, because I've never heard Peach McIntyre wish death on anybody. I've not heard it. But yet there are content creators, plural, there are content creators that I've actually heard say things like that. And so at the end of the day, is it the pot calling the kettle black or what? What are we doing? What are we doing? You know what I mean? Like I said, I would never, even though I don't like certain things she does and certain reactions and certain things, you know, like I would never become her. You would never hear me telling somebody I don't give a F about their child passing. I've never said anything like that to anybody. And I never would. That's just not in my heart. You know, some things are just not in you. You know what I'm saying? Just not in you is just not in you. But certain things are just totally in people, and they let it show. And they let it show. Certain, it's just not in me. Like I said, I have a moral compass, and it's just not in me. It's not in me. And like I said, I've lost people that I love in my life, including my husband. And so when she said that, I could have easily been triggered, and I could have been, but for what? For what? For what? What? You know, and like I said, that's just my opinion about it. It's just my opinion, you guys. Everything I'm stating is based off of my opinion. This live stream is based off of my time last night on Yo-Yo's panel. All right. You guys, entertainment, you love. All right. I was on her panel last night. It was a beautiful time. And so, like I was saying, if you guys are just joining the chat, I was just kind of talking about that what I was talking about last night, just kind of building off of what I said in that live on that panel, just kind of elaborating on certain things. I felt like I didn't really get out totally how I felt, because of course, like I said, we have to respect the host, and in the other panelists, I wanted them to get their opinions and their thoughts and their views out, because everyone's opinion is everyone's opinion. Everyone has the right to their own opinion at the end of the day, no matter what their opinion may be. And so, hey, like I said, certain things I just don't let register with me. I don't agree with certain things, but it's okay. That's life. You live and and people disagree, but you know what? Life goes on. When a person can be mature and they can agree, when people can be mature, they will agree to disagree and keep it pushing. And that's it. I just felt like that person who came in her chat last night and said like everybody was jumping her, I felt like that was totally unwarranted. They had no merit at all. And I felt like they were very much so impulsive when they said what they said. Because thank you so much, Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo says you were very respectful, and I appreciate you joining and doing this live. Aww. Thank you for having me, Yo-Yo. It was such a beautiful time, Yo-Yo. I just love to see that. Like, you were live 5 hours last night. You had you were maintaining over 300 subscribers for an extended period of time. Beautiful. Beautiful, Yo-Yo. And I was just typing away, trying to, trying to, put my thoughts on the situation out there. And also, of course, trying to make sure I'm supporting you and make sure I'm engaging. And it was beautiful. I really enjoyed that. Real life, go back and catch it. It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful live. Go back and catch it, real life. You would enjoy it. It was a good time. It was a good time. You're welcome. You're welcome, Yo-Yo. Thank you. But yes, you guys, so I just wanted to elaborate on that. And like this whole thing with Child Protective Services, y'all. Oh my God, do y'all think that woman is really about losing kids? I'm going to tell y'all right now. In my opinion, everything I say, I will state again, is based off of my opinion. That woman is not about losing babies. I'm going to tell y'all right now. So the people who are just hoping and praying that she losing kids, I hate to tell you, in my opinion, she's not losing her kids. Like I said, you guys, I've seen this stuff. I've seen certain things. I bear witness to certain things. Yo, say so, Yo-Yo. Where they gonna start at? She don't like her mama, don't deal with her mama. Well, I think she's back dealing with her mama, actually. But I don't think on that extent where she would be willing to take them all. You know what I'm saying? Where she would take them all. Oh, love you, real. Thank you for stopping by, real life. Good night. Yeah, she's not, y'all. She would not take all them kids, in my opinion. It's too many kids. Now, when it comes to Rasta, you guys, I feel like Rasta is so set. You know how I'm saying? So some people just go so set in their ways. She used to her routine. She get up, she cook her food, kick the shit a little bit on YouTube, blah, 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 whatever. Cook her, she like keep her house clean and stuff like that. I don't think, you guys, that she would ever like take on that responsibility. And that's just my opinion. I don't think she would ever take on that responsibility. Now, maybe if it was an emergency situation and it needed to be an emergency placement for those children, in my opinion, then she would probably step in. Yeah, I could do it for a couple of days. I could do it for a week, sure. Peach gonna hit her up with a couple of, thou wow, maybe. So she probably do that for about a week or two. But for the long haul, absolutely not. Kenya says she can keep her kids, but treat them better. Those kids are going through a lot in that house. Oh, Kenya, I see what you're saying there, Queen. You said, and I appreciate you, Kenya, for stopping by the live. Kenya says she can keep her kids, but treat them better. Those kids are going through a lot in that house. You know what? Thank you, Yo-Yo, for that. And I agree with you. I feel like they're going through a lot of absenteeism from their mother. It's my opinion that they're not really getting that time with their mom like that. Because first, like I said, it's too many of them. It's too many of them. It ain't enough days in a week. All right? And then for two, she's so concentrated on her content. So you have a point there, Kenya. You have a point. But I want you to think about this. Think about this now. Think about, what about these mothers that are out here? What about the mothers that are out here doing drugs, not taking care of their kids, running the streets? Kids are getting whatever. Oh my God, y'all, I'm not even gonna elaborate, but it's some mothers out here who really do not need, to have their children, in my opinion. And I guess that's why I can look at it and be like, well, I mean, sure, she's not perfect. I mean, none of us are. And sure, she could do a lot better. All of us could. We all have room for improvement. Even myself. I'll never keep my I don't got no room for improvement. I would never try to do that. We all have room for improvement, no matter how good we are functioning, as far as how good we are being mothers, how good we are working, how good we are maintaining a household. We all have room for improvement. I'll say that. But I understand your point. I don't think she would lose them, though. I just don't think she would lose those kids. I don't think. And you know what, Kenya, that's funny you said that, because she also, as I was saying, there's a paper trail, right? We're talking about documentation or paper trail, so on and so forth. So the same way all these places have a paper trail on her, guess what she has? She has a paper trail too. She has a paper trail on every time that someone has tried to do A, B, and C to her. She has a paper trail. When A, B, C didn't fall through, whatever they were trying to do, and it didn't fall through, she has documentation. I'm pretty sure she's saying people don't. I think I did hear her say that in recent content. She was saying that people didn't like her in the way that she does things, and they report her because they just don't like her because of the way she does things. But I just honestly, I don't think that's gonna rise. I don't think that's gonna rise to what it. I don't think it's gonna rise to. And then you guys, I try to be careful with my words. Like I said, everything is allegedly my opinion, my perspective. Everything I say on my channel. But you guys, I don't think that's gonna rise to the level of a mother who would rise to that level to have her children taken. Now, if they were to come over there and they were to see something different, like if they were to go to her house, CPS, and they would and they were to see something like bruises on the children, no food in the home, so on and so forth. You guys, believe it or not, and like I said, I've worked on various levels and seen so many things. Y'all, I don't think that's gonna rise. She's not gonna lose her kids, y'all. I'm gonna just tell you that. She's not gonna lose her kids. I mean, not right now, in my opinion, based off of what I've seen. That woman is not about to lose them kids. I'm telling you guys, and she's gonna come back out here, and she is gonna be. Hey, QJ. Hey, my love. Oh, ladies' night to be a ball, yo. And she's gonna come back here, you guys. And you guys, I'm telling you, just be prepared about it because you guys know how she is. She's gonna come back out here and she's gonna throw it up in whoever's face that calls CPS on her. She's gonna be throwing it up in their face and she's gonna be popping her shit. She's gonna be popping her shit, you guys. She's gonna be popping her shit. So be prepared. And I can only imagine. You guys. But like I said, y'all, this is crazy. So she's actually stopped talking about Phil. All right, so Kenya says those children never had a doctor visit. How and why? Okay, Kenya. Okay. All right. So I love you. I love you, Queen. Thank you for interacting with my chat, Queen. Now, so what about that now? When you said those children have never had a doctor visit, how and why? Now, in my opinion, you guys, everyone doesn't believe or everyone doesn't rely solely on, yes, love.
Hi, I love you.
Hey, sweet girl. I love you. You're my sweet girl.
Love you.
You have fun on our mommy-daughter date?
I didn't know this was yummy.
Okay, cool. So, yes, baby, give me a second, okay, love? So, I'm telling you guys, everyone doesn't believe in the traditional Western medicine. I'll say that. Everyone doesn't believe in it. And so, when it comes to that, I don't know enough. Honestly, I don't know enough about her. I don't know enough about whatever intervention she may use when her kids get sick. I don't know enough about whatever illnesses they may have. You know, I know she's mentioned certain things with her kids and certain things, conditions, illnesses, what have you. But like I said, I don't know enough, honestly. I don't know enough about that. That was a good one, Kenya. I know she did go live one time, or she had some old footage of her when she was in the ER, and I guess the baby had some issues going on, some seizure-like activity or an actual seizure. I'm not sure, you guys. This is my opinion. I don't know, but and she had him at the hospital then. Now, I don't know. And see, in certain things, you guys, I will just say that. I would just say, you know what? I don't know enough about this to make a educated opinion, or I could just make an opinion, but hey, I don't, so certain things I don't mind saying, hey, I don't know enough to really like I could do throw some hypotheticals out there, but I don't know. Jazzy says she's scared of a lawsuit, probably.
Mommy?
Girl, oh my God, honey. You see, she just stopped talking about them. I don't think she's going to talk about them no more, you guys. I don't think she's going to talk about them folks anymore. Yes, baby. Hold on. Just give me a second. And don't forget, I'm on live.
Can I get an ESSA?
I'll get you another one. Look, go back there.
Yeah,
Go back there. I'm on my live there.
Can I get a camera?
Y'all, she is in love with these daggone plushies. All right, so, you guys,
That's gonna be just like you.
I think she done, y'all. I'm telling you, I feel like she's done talking about Phil. And like Yo-Yo said, she is like Yo-Yo, you specified it in one of your posts. You were saying how they had blocked her, so that was their first attempt to kind of disengage. And then you said Peach had started doing something else. And then what was the other one? I forget. But you were kind of naming. You guys go check out Entertainment You Love, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, so it's been several channels that they have done or went through to kind of disengage and separate themselves from her. And so I feel like she's done now because of that. Yeah, exactly, Yo-Yo. She be listening to you. I'm telling you guys, and I'm telling you, I feel like she's done doing that, y'all. I feel like she's done talking about Phil. Because the last thing, in my opinion, she wants to see is us sit back, which, like I told you guys, honestly, basically, she doesn't want people to sit back and see her fall. She don't want to feel like people to feel like they got one up on her. She don't want people to feel like, damn, oh man, and then people sit back and laugh at her for the ones who actually, you really want to see her, in a detrimental place. And then for them to sit back and laugh at her. She's done talking about Phil. I feel like it. In my opinion, she's done talking about it. And I hope she is, because honestly, I'm getting tired of seeing it. And that's why That's what I told you. It's like, oh my God, I can't do another day, not one more day of talking about Phil. I feel like she drug it on so much, it just became like, I mean, just so much. And I would like to see Peach McIntyre do more family-based content. You guys, I would like to see Peach McIntyre do more family-based content where she is really interacting with her family, like maybe put the camera down or, and just interact with her family and maybe show a portion of it, something, just showing them interacting with each other, show her cooking, stuff like that. I mean, that's the type of content I would prefer to see from her. Um, you know, I don't know how that rage bait thing is working out, and the I don't know, you guys. And like A2R, you guys, Anthony's Too Real said last night, we gotta also keep in mind that she's a content creator, and everything. She's one of those that really, truly, literally believes that literally everything is content. So you have to ask yourself, how much of this is really, really what it looks like? How much of this is just for the shock value? Because she knows that drama sells. She feels like, you know, and so it just kind of makes you wonder how much is really, really what she's showing it to be, and how much of it, And so I guess it's one of the things that makes it all so interesting too, you guys. I don't know. So do you guys wonder like what's next for her? Hey, Haywood. Pittman, I hope you're having a great night. Y'all, so do y'all ever wonder what's next for her? Like, what's next? Like, what's next for her? And it's really intriguing and interesting, you guys. And I'm sure you guys can relate. We all have things that we don't like about her. But at the end of the day, you guys cannot deny that a lot of this stuff is entertaining. A lot of it's entertaining. I mean, I don't know why she does certain things. Like I said, I don't follow her as much as some other people do. Like, I don't, but I don't know. It's like, what's next? I just hope she kind of reels it in, you know? I really want her to reel it in. And before she self-sabotages, you guys. Before she absolutely self-sabotages. I mean, what about you guys the time when do you guys remember when Peach McIntyre had cleaned it up, honey? She was going out on the boat with her hubby and the babies, she had her hair all cute and all that good stuff and dressing nice. What happened? And I hear people here and there say they feel like she's experiencing some mania. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychologist, and so I'm not a doctor. And so what I would never do is to diagnose anyone. That's totally out of my scope. All right? Totally out of my scope. And like I said, nurses don't diagnose. All right? I would never do that. I don't know what's going on with her, but I've heard people say here and there they feel as if she's having some mania activity, okay? I don't know, but I know at one point she was really doing better, you guys. After she lost her TikTok page, I just knew. I'm like, okay, she's gonna do her big one. She gonna do her big one, y'all. She said she gonna clean it up, learn how to talk to people. I said, okay. Uh-oh, she about to honey, what happened to that? Yo-Yo says, so what, what happened, y'all? Because I promise you, I just knew she was about to clean it up when she lost that TikTok page. Girl, about 2 days daily. That's it. Do y'all remember that? She said she was going to clean it up. She going to learn how to talk to people. She started thinking about her new little acronyms. I forget which one she came up with. Bless her heart. Bless her heart. Bless her little heart. What happened to that? I guess she had a change of mind. But yeah, she is like, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just don't know what to say about her, y'all. I just don't know what to say. She's very... I don't know. Like I said, I just try to make sure I'm observing this stuff, y'all. Observing and not absorbing. All right. I love that I'm observing. I'm looking at it, but I'm not letting it register. Like her insensitive comments and stuff about her insensitive comments about people passing away and her not caring, stuff like that. I just don't let it register. I just don't let it absorb me. Daily says, I'm sorry, we trying to be positive, aren't we? Talking about you already been. Yeah, I mean, and then he says, what's next for Peach? Learning phonics with her kid. Jazzy, you silly, talking about you always revert back to the real you eventually. And that's what she did. Y'all, and I hate to say that, but like people can change, but people have to want to change. You know what I mean? So people can change, but people have to want to change. And so maybe she just doesn't want, because she could change if she wanted to. I feel like if it's in you, it's in you, yes. But also at the same time, she could change certain things about her. She could change how she presents herself to the world. In my opinion, she could definitely change how she presents herself to this world. Period. I mean, something, and and with Wood, and he is distanced. It's like he's distanced himself from her and her shenanigans. It's like, in my opinion, Wood, like, hell, you on your own with that one. Oh, I mean, I don't know. I guess he thinking, hell, somebody got to be here for the kids if shit go way left. I don't know what he's thinking, you guys. And I know people have been speculating about whether or not he's drinking again, y'all, or whether Yo-Yo mentioned her life. She asked, "Did you guys, you think he still drinking or he ain't never quit drinking?" Honey, or no, she said, I think she said it. Do you guys think he started back drinking or he never stopped drinking? And my opinion about that, y'all, I feel like he slowed down. I feel like Wood slowed down drinking for a little bit. But then, there you go, Yo-Yo. Right, never stopped. I don't think he ever totally stopped now. No, I agree with you, Yo-Yo. He ain't never stopped, in my opinion. But I feel like he slowed down a little bit, and then he picked it back up. Now we're so I'm done. You guys, when I seen that video, OMG, I said, yeah, he definitely tips. You could tell. He was tipping, honey. Girl, you is silly. Girl, right? Yo-Yo, just imagine. Y'all, just imagine. Yo-Yo says too many kids. Too many, Yo-Yo. That man stressed. That man is stressed. And I feel like Peach has enough common sense. I feel like she has enough common sense to realize, hey, this could run him away. This could run my man away. So I'm gonna have to give some leeway somewhere. He gonna have to have a free night. He gonna have to have a set of night. I got to give him something to tip the damn back, just tip that scale, cause men leave women with kids every day. Women out here getting left every day, and it'd only be 1 or 2 kids involved. So just imagine 9. Somebody like him would easily, in my opinion, y'all, everything I say is based off of my opinion. I feel like, and I've seen people leave a family with less kids, and they rather pay child support. Shit, they rather pay child support. You know what I mean? And so, and the thing about it, you guys, the thing with child support, y'all, even if, okay, from my understanding, I don't know how it is in Florida, but if a man can work under the table and it doesn't register with them. So he could say, oh, well, I don't have a job. And there's no record of him having a job. There's no record of him having a job because he'll be working under the table. And so his child support will be set so low based off of him having all them kids. They get $1 a piece, $9 a month. You talking about more Newports too? Girl, honey. Oh my gosh, y'all. I just couldn't. Y'all, I have 2 kids. It's no way. It's no way I could have 9 kids. It's no way I would have 9 kids. The hell, that's crazy. It's crazy. Green Square says, I think Wood gets SSI in his kid's name. That's why people says she doesn't get food stamps. However, there was a direct express card at the hospital. Oh wow. Oh wow. So Green Suede Hat Base said, I think Wood gets SSI. I think I've heard Yo-Yo reference that too, or someone else reference, another content creator reference that they thought that he got SSI. And oh wow. Hey, I don't know. Didn't they say? I think I've heard you guys that it's been speculated and alleged that he was in special classes coming up in school, and so maybe there is some truth to that. Maybe he does get an SSI deposit or whatever. And I don't think child support can touch that. So in our reality, she has even more reason to give him some leeway if that's the case. Because why? In my opinion, and if everything that we're saying is lining up and accurate, if it is indeed accurate, and then that means that he could just leave and be scot-free, just live off his little daggone SSI. Because in my opinion, oh, girl, say it ain't so. She said that. Oh my gosh. Y'all, that's crazy. And if that's the case, and he gets SSI, he could leave her and be scot-free. Because in my opinion, I don't think they can touch his SSI, child support. So he could just be, I mean, just imagine him waking up when he want to, going to sleep when he get ready. Ain't nobody saying, hey, come and do this, or you stay here, just being a free man. Just imagine that. Just imagine him just going out, don't have to be buckled down and tied down. You know what I mean? Oh, whoo. And so maybe that's why, you guys, he gets an allowance. Maybe that's why she does kind of, give him some leeway. Give him every Friday night he's out and about. Maybe that's why. Because she knows that, I guess she I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, I mean, because that would be rough. Just imagine, y'all, if he left her with all those kids. And she said it herself. Now, I've heard her say that she knows that no man would want her with all them kids. I've heard her say that with my own 2 ears and seen it with my own 2 eyes. She said she knows that a man would not want her or look at her or take her serious, I believe is how she expressed it, would take her serious with her 9 kids. And I must say I agree with that. I absolutely do. And then at the same time, I don't feel that while she is irresponsible in a lot of ways, it's in my opinion that she wouldn't let them kids meet harm. Like, I don't feel like she would, let them kids meet harm behind some man that she dealing with. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Because, it's levels to this shit. It's levels to people's griminess. It's levels to shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, certain things they may do, but then certain stuff they would never do type. So I think that's where I'm at with that. I don't feel like she would let anything happen to him like that. Entertainment says she was over there too. I bet how you start talking. Girl, you said they met in class. I can't. Who knows? Who knows? You guys, people are saying that they really feel like she's having a manic episode. And in my opinion, some of her behaviors, it can easily come off like that. Like, I could see why other people would look at her and some of her stuff, her content, and be like, damn, she is really, I could see that. You know what I mean? Not saying that I absolutely agree or I say the same thing, but I could see where they're coming from in a way, you know what I mean? Just, because now it's like a lot of impulsivity, a lot of impulsiveness going on. Hey, Lady J74. Thank you for stopping by, my love. I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button for your growl. Subscribe to the channel. It's going to be a good time. Yes, it's gonna be a good time. But yeah, y'all. And so I don't know. And then people also, I've heard other people talk about like her, the area. I will say the enlargement. I would say goiter, but like I said, I'm just keeping stuff kind of surfacey, you guys. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of keep stuff a little surfacey because I really don't know any of her health history. But that enlargement, people are talking about it and they feel like it's a goiter. They feel like it is dealing with, of course, her thyroid, so on and so forth. They could have a point or maybe they don't. Who knows? Like I said, I don't know enough about her health history. You know what I mean? And even if I did, I would never I would never display it. You know what I mean? It doesn't bother me. That doesn't affect me. That doesn't bother me. Whatever she has going on, it's her business. I'm just, speaking on it just from a stance of what other people are speculating on. I don't know what's going on with the lady. I just wish her well. And I hope she kind of try to reel it in a little bit. Sometimes I feel like people just got to stop. Stop in their tracks, y'all. Y'all, it's so many people that need to stop in their tracks. It's so many people that need to stop in their tracks, in my opinion, and be like, okay, what's going on? Like, am I cool? Am I cool? Like, some people need to just do some self-check, some self-evaluation. And honestly, Peach, in my opinion, is one of them. She need to chill out for a little bit and just try to regroup and see where she's going to go next. Because her up here trying to insinuate that the Felt Foundation, is discriminating against her kids or being funny, I feel like that would be unfounded. I don't think anybody in the civil court would find that to be something that's viable. But my thing about that whole Felt thing, y'all, she's insinuating it, but she's not coming out right and saying. That's why I be saying, y'all, she is subtle about her stuff. She's subtle about it because she said certain things, but she ain't came out right and said, they gave my kids because this, that I've heard her say. I don't know, maybe she has, but she be subtle about her stuff. Green Sway says, sometimes she looks like she black out. I counted. She made 30 videos regarding the black food bag school issue. I counted. Oh my goodness, Green. That's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. Yeah, she was dragging that. Right, Lady J, peace be still. Sit down. Sit down for a second. Just sit down and think. Think about everything that is happening. In my opinion, if she sits down and think about everything that's happening in her life at present time, she can start right from there and be like, okay, well, what happened that led up to here? Or what am I doing that's lead me up to here? I've heard other people saying that they seen that her views have went down something. I haven't really noticed because I don't be looking at her stuff like that, her numbers and stuff like that. But, I mean, if that's the case, y'all, she may need to really chill out. Because this is her money. This is how she make her money off the internet. She done been banned off of TikTok. That's another thing that, in my opinion, she should be piping down. Piping down, honey. Because the money about to be funny. You said that was going to be your money for to do something with Gorgeous. Even if that's the case, and she said, TikTok don't pay whatever. They pay something. And she made a lot of money through TikTok, secondary to her selling her classes. So she may not have been getting money paid directly to her from TikTok for her content, but she was making a lot of sales via TikTok. She said it herself. And so I felt like that really hurt her. She said it herself. She said, I don't like YouTube. I don't like YouTube. I don't like YouTube. See, she know that TikTok, even though they don't pay a lot like YouTube, TikTok was her way to sell them classes. So when she lost that TikTok page, y'all, she got banned, rather. I'll say when she got banned, that alone, in my opinion, that should have been enough for her to sit down and pause and take a look and say, well, okay, I got to do something different. So that's just crazy to me. So at some point, I'm going to start feeling like that's just who she is. And she not doing it for clicks and views. And that's just who she is. Because who want to have their money messed with like that? Just for that. Like, damn, you ain't going to be able to get the damn money. If you get banned on all your pages, you lose all your pages. At some point, I'll start feeling like, hey, she ain't doing this for click and view because ain't nobody this crazy just to self-sabotage like this. Like, this must really be who she is. Like, she really... So, I mean, who knows? And you said she didn't create a 10-page. That don't make no sense. Lady J, that don't make no sense. And she didn't create... Greensway, you said you were trying to... You said you were trying to help her out of a manic episode. Can you please explain? Please explain. Hey, Cameron. I love you. Thank you for stopping by my live, my love. I love all y'all, and I really appreciate all y'all for stopping by my live. I love y'all. Hey, Cancer Sissy sis. Hey, my love. I hope y'all having a great night. I really appreciate you guys for stopping by to vibe with me. I do. You guys, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Y'all, but I'm telling you guys, I'm surprised. I don't know where to go. I'm kind of speechless, y'all, because I just knew. I promise y'all, I just knew that she gonna be changing. And I said it to myself. I said, yeah, she about to do her big one now. She back in the game, Scotty. She back in the game. She's straightening up. She's not gonna be out here acting reckless, disrespecting people, saying really vicious things. I just knew that was over with. And it won't much longer after that, she started saying again. She said, and I still don't care about so-and-so passing away or whatever, however she verbalized it. She was right back. I'm like, I just don't get it. Y'all, I don't get it. I don't get it. That's not how you get people to gravitate towards you. Is by being mean to them. You don't get people to gravitate towards you by being mean to them. But it seems as if she does. I mean, you guys see, she does still get support. She still gets views. So somewhere down the line, she still, of course, I don't know. I just can't gravitate towards somebody like that on a certain level. Like, I don't have to wish bad up on them. And like I said, you guys, is a balance. Like, I don't have to wish bad on her, but I also don't have to gravitate towards her. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to go and be in her lives to hear her talking junk, and I don't got to go to her classes. I don't have to pay, like, I don't have to do that, but at the same time, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't hate her either. So like I say, you guys, it's a balance. And I've been seeing, I don't know. Kila Will, hey. Hey, Kila Will. Lady J says she's scary. The scary part is that she feels she has done nothing wrong. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. And Karen says, so great to see you. Oh, it's great to see you too, Kim. I love you. Thank you for stopping by. Rasta X aggressive is y'all, when Yo-Yo played Rasta's live, when I tell y'all I was crying. I was crying. I have never heard, which I don't follow Rasta too heavy, but I do watch her content from here and there. I do watch her content. And when I tell you I was laughing so hard when Yo-Yo played that live of Rasta cutting up on loose. Oh goodness, I'm woo, y'all. That's all I'm gonna say. It was too. She was in rare form. I'll leave it at that. Rasta was in rare form. But then y'all, Rasta came out. Yeah, she is wild, y'all. But how can y'all not respect it, right? Because Rasta came out, right? And she said it. She said, I ain't know this and I ain't know. And so the thing about it, it got to be a certain level of respect when a person gonna go ahead and tell you what it is. They go ahead and tell you this ain't that, and that's one thing. I mean, it's not like you got to agree with it, but I mean, she said it. She was like, it was just too much that day, yo. I was overstimulated at that point. By the time I had left your live, girl, I I was so shocked. I was just like, so, oh my God. She said she be real. Stop trying. Right. Girl, I was like, damn, too. What in the world? I was like, oh my God. Some of the things that she said, I'm like, woo. I just didn't even know what to say, y'all. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to say. Ooh, I did not know what to say. And certain stuff, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I just don't know. I could really, just really, I could give my opinion also on Miss Loretta, but I won't. I won't. I won't. No, I ain't gonna do it. But child. I just, like I said, y'all, my main thing, I wanted to first elaborate on my commentary last night when I was on Yo-Yo's panel. And I also wanted to just kind of let you guys know who I am, at my core. Who I am at my core. So it was a mixture. This live was a mixture of me kind of elaborating on last night and clarifying my commentary last night to let people know, hey, this is what I was trying to say. And then the other part of this live was meant for you guys to kind of just, you know, kind of elaborate on who I am and what I stand for and things that I won't do. And there's no way, you know, certain things I just won't do. Like I said, I just won't do it, y'all. I can't. And so it's not about what she do. It's not about her being evil and her being nasty. It's about who I am. That's about who I am. She can do you, boo. Do you, boo. But that's just not me, and I would never be that just because somebody else is this way. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I rock. And I stand 10 toes down on that. You know, not who I am. Y'all, seriously. But I just want to go live, y'all. Green Soy says, entertainment you love. I stand your bushes. Oh, you be having me cracking up, love you. It's a vibe. You guys, I so apologize. You guys, I so apologize. My freaking phone died. I apologize, you guys. Let me feed my face. Y'all, I so apologize. But where I left off, Yo-Yo, yes, you are the bomb. You are the bomb. Green Sway, she is everything, right? Yo-Yo is funny, very entertaining. She's very relatable. She's a sweet girl, sweet lady. Absolutely wonderful. Very much so a great content creator. I love her stuff. Yes, yes, you guys. Y'all don't know how much I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you guys so much for rocking with me. Thank you so much, you guys. I wanted to keep going, y'all, but I got to feed my face, honey. I'm about to go to bed because I'm going to get up early and make breakfast. Y'all, and I'm going to go live tomorrow. So, yeah, look. And y'all just don't know. I'm a very much so appreciative person. Like, I appreciate everyone who came by my live. I just appreciate all of you guys from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate y'all so much for stopping by. Don't forget to like the live. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you care to. It's greatly appreciated. I just wanted to talk to you guys and let you guys know how I felt about certain things. Just like I said, trying to clarify certain things the last night, so on and so forth. But with that being said, I want you guys to always remember this, you guys. I don't care how much you may not like someone. Y'all, keep your hearts pure, because the pure heart wins every time. The pure heart is always going to win. The pure heart is always going to win. Always going to win in the end. So with that being said, I love you guys. Love from me to you. Don't forget, the very best things in life are absolutely free. The very best things in life has no price tag attached to it. Money can't buy. The very best things in life, money can't buy. With that being said, I'm going to end this live. Yo-Yo, I love you. Lady J, I love you. Green Suede, I love you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, Cameron. I love you. Thank all of you guys. Real life. Kila Will, thank you. Cancer 66, thank you so much. I appreciate you and I love you. To all of you. Love y'all. I love y'all. My phone again. I love y'all so much. All right, you guys. I'm having a great night with my daughter. Get ready for another day. Love y'all. I'm gone. Love you, Auntie.
Love you guys.
Oh, Kayla says she loves you guys.
Love you.
Love y'all. Bye. Thank you guys so much again. Good night.
Love you. Good night.